And 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to episode 4 of Crap Talk. It's another wild and wacky week, and here's to bring you all the latest and greatest in mindless chatter and absurd music. So sit back, grab a snack, and get ready to dive in another round of entertaining nonsense. Our team of experts and Shamar is on hand to tackle all the big questions, from the important to the completely ridiculous. Let's get started.
Wow, that was...
The AI knew who Shamar was.
What is that? What?
Wait, are you telling me
Shamar,
that...
Run that back.
Oh, I don't believe you, first
Are
of
you
all.
telling me that it wrote Shamar in? You're kidding.
Our team of experts and Shamar, in parentheses, is on hand.
No.
What? Stop. Be too serious with me.
Cody's fucking with you, dude. There's no way Cody's
not
not fucking with you.
Do you think that I would be shitting you on Crap Talk?
I do think you would do that, Cody. Yeah, I do.
You're haters, man. Y'all are both haters.
I'm not hating. I'm just being real.
That was, you had me going in the first half. And
For a
like,
second.
the second
Well,
and
I
third.
thought you were being quirky and like throwing your own name in there.
Oh.
I read it verbatim.
Honestly, that wasn't even bad. It was better than whatever I would have came up with. I'd have been like, "Oh my God, we're swirling around the toilet bowl and it's about to go flush."
Yeah. Wait, can we post the money spread?
What money spread?
The $5 money spread.
What buy is that?
I think that my Twitch channel would get banned if I posted the buy money spread on stream.
Have I not seen this? Was I asleep or something? What happened?
I'll send it to you. I'll send it
so.
to you after the podcast. I got you.
I'm so upset that some lore has happened and I've missed
All right.
it.
Well, okay. Well, you're sad about that lore. I'm missing a lot of lore myself, man. Tell me about the fucking bear.
The bear.
Tell me about the fucking bear, bro.
I think we need a little more.
They don't know what the point of the bear is.
Tell me about this damn bear, bro.
So
there's missing context. So this weekend, Kamicon season 14 was in Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah.
And Cody McDonald was like, "I have to work."
No.
Does suck because
not the job.
We really missed him. We missed Buddy. But anyway, Kamicon's just like an anime con, has a lot of games and stuff. So there's a Smash tournament, and honestly, Shamar didn't play, and I shouldn't have either. Next year, I will not be showing up to the Smash tournament, but I will be gone all 3 days. Anyway, we're in Kamicon on Saturday. I meet up with Shamar like right when the Living Tombstone is about to perform. And if you don't know,
wait, what? They were there?
Yes. Shamar, who do you think we were like yelling? Put the bear on it. Okay.
Dude, I've had no context to this at all. I was changing someone's battery at work. I came back in and Jesse was talking about putting the bear on.
Dude, you didn't open one of the threads, because if you opened one of the threads, it was just the Living Tombstone on stage, and I had just captioned it "bastards."
Why did he say that? They were just trying to perform their pre-scripted order of shows.
Well,
this quirky ass white dude in the near front of the row would literally pull up a picture of Freddy Fazbear on his phone, downloaded it in real time, zoomed in, held it up, and yelled, "Put the bear on," 16 million times. And then a group around him, a revolution of sorts was formed. And we all started doing it.
No,
there's
way.
There's a fucking swarm of Freddy Fazbears, just floating in midair and being like aggressively pointed at by like 16 to 22-year-olds.
We were definitely at like the front of the close to the front, so they definitely had seen it. Yeah. The thing that was really funny about the Living Tombstone is I'm pretty sure every single one of us knew that the Five Nights at Freddy's, like that song was definitely last. We all knew that.
I didn't know that. Honestly,
Dude,
I
that's
didn't know.
like their song. That's like their most popular song. Come
I
on,
knew
man.
that there was. I mean, I didn't know if the. I know it was their most popular song. I think they might have been lying to my face, but they said there was a more popular song. They said
Who?
that their
Who
first
said that?
song, the guys on stage, the TLT,
Oh
they,
yeah, but they were being sarcastic.
okay.
Do you know how many times they? Do you remember how many times in some of their songs on the set list it would tease that the Five Nights at Freddy's song?
Yeah, that's true. But
Anyway,
I don't know. I take things at face value, I suppose.
like the funniest thing though was when I started running the bit. It had been like 20 minutes, and I was like, okay, please, like, where's Freddy Fazbear? So I start doing this. I start screaming like, Five Nights at Freddy's, put the bear on, and this girl in front of me.
Oh
I
my
mean, like,
god.
I hated it. I mean, I wasn't like screaming in her ear, but she was definitely. I was definitely the guy behind her,
Uh-huh.
and she was like this Copenny cosplayer. I'm pretty sure she was like a teenager,
Uh-huh.
but she started like staring me down every time I'd screen it, and she was definitely trying to like kill me with her eyes, bro.
Yeah,
Like
she
she
was
was
like,
trying to kill me with her
"Bro,
brain or
I
something.
love I'm here. I'm their target audience. You are a grown ass man. I'm trying to listen to all 15 or however many 20 songs they have on their discography that they're about to perform now. You're just wanting this one. You're not a real The Living
Yeah,
Tombstone fan like
I
me. I'm so sick of you fake fans showing up and ruining
dude.
it for everyone else.
I was definitely obnoxious the whole time because when people were chanting TLT, I was in the crowd like, I am not doing this shit. This is so corny. But
Yeah,
but
I mean,
the thing was, the 16-year-old girls beside us were just like
yeah.
they
They
were
were like,
doing
put
it.
the
They
fucking bear
literally,
on, dog.
yeah.
You're
They
right.
got we all went to like Google.com and searched Freddy Fazbear, and we all had our phones up like
No,
with the
because
bear on
like I was like, I expected everyone to hate you, and I turn around, I see this girl typing like Freddy Fazbear on Google, and I was like, what is happening?
And
There's
there's like
no,
There's
four guys behind us that have to be the
yeah,
same age and are doing the same thing.
I was blown away. That
But
is
but
unforgettable.
to be honest, The Living Tombstone, I am definitely a much bigger fan now because I didn't know
Yeah,
half of these songs were their songs. Like they
yeah,
did the Overwatch song with the like I don't really care about it, but it is a funny little meme song. The maybe I'll be drinking, like that one.
Nerf Bastion. Yeah, that song
Bro,
sucks. I'm not gonna
I
hold you.
I
That
screamed.
song
I
is
did
terrible.
scream Nerf Bastion really loud though.
Yeah. But yeah, it was definitely a really, really good time being in that crowd. It was very like we made it our own thing. Like they weren't very good performers. They had some good songs. They could definitely sing. They couldn't dance for shit.
Yeah, I'll
They
be honest.
started,
I think they were definitely like talented guys,
yeah.
but just not in like they're talented in the sense of they blew up because they were good at like making little parody songs on their computers, and now they've blown up so much that they're at cons like
Uh-huh.
live performing, and that's not really what they're good at. But like they honestly did well for what they were equipped with,
Yeah.
right? Like I had fun. Like even them not being crazy like hype performers, they still did a good job at like
Mhm.
getting the crowd into it. I guess you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah,
definitely.
right.
And they
Yeah.
brought CG5 on. I think that's how you say it, right?
I
They
don't
brought
know
they brought
who you're talking about.
Yeah, I
it's
don't know who you're
another
talking
like
about either.
isn't it the other guy they had on like it was the other
There was
quirky.
yeah, he kind of looked like I don't know. He looked. I don't know what to tell you. He looked like a white guy.
No,
Yeah,
he was another parody, but also he like makes music. He was a really good singer. He was a better performer too, and he helped
Dude,
kind
yeah,
of hype
he
up.
came up for a song and he performed really well and sang really well.
Yeah, yeah, he was kind of cute.
Dude, next year I want to go to like all the concerts. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. Honestly, unfortunately, I heard his concert wasn't this good this year, but like I I w- I want to go to it next time.
I
was
mean, I
there
don't know who's gonna be there.
was there the guy like handing out like flyers for like the J Rock show this year?
J
Not
Rock.
not that I
Now,
saw.
was there a J Rock show? Because I would have loved to go to that.
Like
Uh,
Kaza, is that what you're talking about? Maybe.
I have no idea what the name of the band is.
Oh yeah.
I just remember, like, I've only been to Kamicon like twice, and both times there was just this random guy giving out a flyer for a J-Rock show Friday and Saturday night.
Oh,
Bro,
So I
I would
assumed
love
he
a
was just
J-Rock
always
show.
there.
you
No,
you
it
can't
wasn't this
possibly
year.
be talking about Teddy Lloyd,
No chance.
Uh, Shamar,
yeah.
there was one rock song that guy played, and we're not spoiling that yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Of course.
I want to hear all the lore that I missed, man.
Yeah. I
Fill me
know.
Well,
in.
I
Fill
want
me
to
in.
start off with the AMV contest because I've never been more let down at anything ever.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard about
So,
this.
so me and Alex and some buddies from Selma that had showed up, we're all like, okay, an AMV contest. That sounds cool because I was expecting like TikTok edits and like older AMVs where it's like Naruto and Pain with Linkin Park in the background or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just like normal AMVs. I'm like, man, I loved AMVs back in the day. I mean, even the TikTok edits now, I love those things. So I'm like, we're going to the AMV contest. We always sit down and they dim the lights and it's like they turn on this like mix of anime from like a million different things with like this orchestra piece in the back, like, and then the next one is like similar, and then I mean some of them were cool. Like there was this one that was like War Pigs by I think it's Black Sabbath, right?
Yeah, Black Sabbath.
Yeah, they did an Attack on Titan one with War Pigs, and it fit really well. But most of these things were like really long, drawn out, like 6 minutes,
Yeah.
and they were like, I don't understand why they were trying to turn AMVs into like this real form of art. That's just not a thing.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
in the
AMVs are like,
in the sense that they did it, like it was like really blown out of proportion. Like I can see the argument that it's like an art form or like a form of art, but like they made it look so pretentious.
yeah, it was so like strange. Dude, the AMVs I grew up on were like Naruto with Suicide Boys playing and like
Yeah.
strobe lights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was so disappointed at it. So we left like 40 minutes in. Just we were hoping it would get better. It did not. But there was at the end of the con, at the closing ceremony that we went to, they announced the MV winners, and the first two from the real categories were lame,
Yeah,
and both
those are the
lasted
ones
like
I
8 minutes.
They were
But
long as
the
fuck. I
last
literally
one,
almost fell asleep.
yeah, in the middle of it, you said you forgot it was playing. You were just looking at your phone. But the last one was like this for fun, like meme category, and I kind of wish I could see the rest of them now, but it was sick because it was I don't know if anyone's seen it, but it's like there's this scene in Spy Family where Lloyd is like doing stuff for Anya's birthday, and they're like in this castle, and he's running this obstacle course to come and save her, like she's a princess. But he had put like Super Mario Brothers like sound effects over it,
Yeah.
basically. Just this big meme. It was so sick.
Like he was buying like liquor at the gas station.
What?
Have
How
y'all,
did you?
have y'all never had that experience of going to the gas station and they scan whatever you're buying and it makes like the sonic ring collecting noise?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
see where you
It
were
was
going.
kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it was kind of like that.
It
Yeah,
was a bit like
I do like that, bro. You just threw me off so hard.
No, dude,
I thought you
I
were
was
saying
so I
Super
was
Mario
so
Bros. X Spy Family,
I
and you were like,
was-
yeah, like you're buying beer.
I thought you were
Yeah.
saying Lloyd was an unattentive father for Anya or some
Yeah, I can say that while knowing nothing about those characters.
Bro, I love Spy Family and buying beer for 4-year-olds.
Yeah, that's what happens in this show, right?
Pretty much, apparently. So
Tight.
yeah,
I'll,
that's
I'll watch.
for
I'll
next
watch the next
decade.
season.
Yeah, that's what you get some even more stars.
yeah, dude. I think what was the next thing? I guess we could actually talk about the tournament itself.
Oh,
The
yeah,
tournament
that's
itself
okay.
was kind of lame. I can't lie.
Yeah.
It was just
It,
slow and
can I sell my perspective
Yeah, please.
real quick?
Yeah,
Because it's
sell
not
it.
really like it's like outside the tournament. So I didn't enter knowing ahead of time that this is a convention. I am not here to play the same game I play twice a week, pretty much. In tournament, So like, I played some friendlies here and there, and I came in and out. Um, the tournament I believe was supposed to start at like what time was it, like 2 or 3 or something like that on Saturday?
It started at wave 1 was at 3:30 and wave 2 was at 5:30.
Okay, yeah. So
How
I
come
I
there's
was
2 hours between waves?
yeah. I mean there were like over 120 people. I
I
don't know if that's a good
I, I
explanation.
guess, but like I've entered the Kamicon tournament before. They got plenty setups in there.
Yeah,
Uh, they
yeah.
had like they had
There were
like
a lot
they
of.
had like 12.
I
What?
mean, there were a lot of setups that weren't being used though.
Uh,
Yeah,
interesting,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. I was gonna
they were
say
trying to leave
also.
some replay, I think.
Okay, that makes some sense. I was playing sets with Raven and Akemi for like over an hour. I was in I was not in bracket and they were. So like during the time that they were waiting for top 32, we played like for almost 2 hours, and I looked up and top 32 was about to start, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot y'all were actually in that. What's going on with that? What we have just been going at it. I forgot that there was a bracket, and yeah, it went on, and I think I don't actually know when it ended, but I think it definitely went past like 10, maybe 11. Yeah, we went to go eat. So
Yeah, we
I
were
really
God, bro. I got out at 8:40
mhm,
because I lost to Zero for ninth, and I got
yeah.
out and I was like, I could go see Miku or I could go eat. And the only thing I'd eaten was like 3 chicken tenders and fries at like 11:30. So I was
Yeah,
like, yeah, there's no way I make the whole night with no food, right?
of course.
Yeah.
So I go, me, Pupper, and Ashlyn go to like
Mhm.
get food, and then Mugshots is like, toilet's broke, so we're closing down the whole store.
I can't. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
still don't know
owner's
what
allergic to money apparently.
happened.
And
Never
anyway,
seen a bag in his life.
Yeah.
yeah. So we go and we ended up at this Mexican place, and then they were like, this is kind of pricey, and I wanna leave. So I was like, okay, I can just eat alone, guys. I really don't care. It's okay. And like, so they went, and then Shamar was there.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, I was happy, but I had to go sit at the bar by myself because the waiter guy was like, if you go to the bar, it's first come first serve, and I'm like, okay, that's hype. So
Mhm. Yeah, the
I
cheat
did
code.
that, and then unironically, the food was very, very, very good.
It was quite
So,
tasty.
What was it? What place was it?
it's like a
Cantina.
Tex-Mex cantina. I don't know what it was called.
I got you.
It was,
I've
it was
like
Cantina.
okay, I've seen that place like passing through Birmingham so many times. I've always wanted to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's definitely a little pricey. I actually didn't spend that much though. I did end up spending $30, but I tipped 10. So,
That's not bad.
Oh,
That's
nice.
like a normal meal.
Yeah.
well, I mean, if you're going to eat out, yeah, I guess like $15 or $20 is pretty normal. But I also picked something cheap. There definitely was like a $40 steak on the menu.
Mhm.
Sure, it makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, so this was when the real like
Show.
the real fun happened. So me and Shamar's group, shout out Josh and what was the other guys? I
Kaya.
couldn't Kaya.
Makaya.
What
Yeah.
Makai? I didn't want to mispronounce it and sound stupid.
Yeah.
But shout
Yeah.
out those guys.
I
They,
always say
they
Kaya.
helped me.
Yeah, yeah. They came through. My friend Josh lives like 2 minutes from the convention. He lives in downtown Birmingham. So uh I saw that you were not able to stay the full weekend, and I just asked him like, "Hey, I mean, he has the weekend pass. Do you mind if he stays? I can get my air mattress." And Josh was like, "Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't want that sucks that he can't stay. I don't want him to like not have the full experience." So we both
He's such a
agreed.
goat. I love.
Yeah,
Did you give him my Twitter?
I can do it now.
Do it. I
Yeah,
meant it. I was trying to leave because I wanted to get home with Dad's food.
yeah, but
Anyway,
yeah, that was a really good experience. We loved having you over,
yeah,
by the way.
that was so cool. I love your friends. But yeah, so we all got back. Well, actually, we walked Kaya back to the apartment, and then me, Josh, and Shamar go
Oh my
back to the car.
god.
And I really didn't know what to expect from the rave
Yeah,
because the
yeah,
other year I've only went one other time before this in 2019, and I didn't really stay that long. I just played in the tournament and kind of left
yeah.
because I was with Ian, and Ian didn't like want to stay late, or we didn't want to stay late. But we went to the rave, and the rave,
Oh my
dude,
god.
the rave. We got in there, And like at this point, dude, I'm already like kind of tired. But I get in there and it's such a vibe.
yeah,
It's such a good time, and I kind of forgot about it for that first hour because they
yeah. I'm
had this
not
like
gonna
pretty
lie.
solid DJ at first, and I was really
Yeah, the
enjoying
first
him.
DJ was good. That's what the
Yeah.
streets don't realize. Is like he may he may not have been the best DJ there, but he was a really good DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the first DJ was for real, like, and really enjoyable, and this is the actual overarching storyline of the entire con.
Oh yeah.
I had noticed this Roxanne Wolf cosplayer before the rave,
Uh-huh.
like in the game room, and I was like, "Oh my god, that woman is the woman, right?" I was
Apparently,
so in
yeah.
love with her, man. I was, and I was scared to approach her because she was like with her friends.
Yeah,
But
I've been there.
it wasn't even like I was trying to hit on her. I was trying to get a picture, like actually.
You didn't get a picture, no. Damn.
Yeah, but anyway, we get in the rave, and Roxanne just happens to be like right in front of us, right? And her and her friend are like throwing ass on each other, and I mean like getting down. Like
I feel like
at one point I
somehow
turned around. At one
Uh-huh.
point I turned around and was screaming. I said, "Mama warned me about girls like her. She was wrong."
In the middle of the fucking Kamicon rave.
Yes,
in the middle of
bro.
the rave. There are a lot of
Yes,
words exchanged in
crazy.
the middle of the rave underneath the guise of the
I
blaring music.
Dude, I saw a video of y'all in there. It was Jesse screaming, and in the background, it was like the guy that like used to sit in front of me in high school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was
We were
introduced to that
with
group. Yeah.
we were with Jake and them. Yeah.
Wasn't that
Not even like a particularly close friend of mine. He was just also there. It was nuts. Like I had to I had to like take deep breaths and like name things around me to make sure I was like in like the real world for a minute.
So funny.
Jake described it as the crossover of the century. Yeah,
Yeah, it was nuts, dude.
these people were extremely chill that I had just met too. Yeah.
No, they were no, dude. One of the coolest things ever is y'all were. I guess this guy that was around us, I was kind of interacting with him. We were having a good time, kind of singing together and dancing because it's a rave, right? I'm not about to just like, and we were making jokes and cracking up, and then he goes like randomly. I guess he heard my name from him. He goes, "Jesse, I love you, man. I love you too." Right?
I wonder how drunk he was.
And later on, I told Shamar and them that, and they were like, "You didn't know that guy?"
Yeah, I was like, wait, I thought you at least saw him at the con.
No, bro, that was genuinely, that was probably the first and only interaction I'll ever have with that guy.
Yeah,
that rules.
Yeah.
No, dude, I love that guy. That's
he's really cool. He was fun. He wasn't like
he honestly. Yeah, he should have hooked me up with Roxanne.
What? He did not.
Really
I don't know if he knew her. Well, I think they might have like interacted.
Yeah, no, dude. Honestly, you should have taken his approach to you to Roxanne Wolf cosplayer. Roxanne, I love you.
No,
man.
bro. I would have approached her in the rave or like tried to kind of dance, but her and her friend were genuinely grinding on each other like the whole time.
I was gonna say like somehow, some way. Throwing ass is an understatement in this context. Like they were damn near like,
and I don't know how to. I don't know how to put this, but it was the straightest two women dry humping ever. I don't know how to.
That's what I call it.
Like it clearly did not look lesbian. It looked like they were. I don't know even. Roxanne. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro. Anyway. I guess we need to move on from that part of it because one cool thing was when we realized Jake was there is a big like train was going around like they like one like people
don't say it like that. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
No.
How many people were grinding, Jesse?
There was a group of dancers running in a line.
And they had like hands on their shoulders. But look. Jake was at the back of it, and we just see Jake. So we all rush past the people in front of us. And Jake just flips his shit because we're like,
spawns in the back, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" And there she is. And then we all follow her. Like, at the end.
Yeah. So she's like, as soon as they cut everything off, because I guess the organizers were like, "Stop,
Yeah.
guys!
Yeah, too much fun.
Yeah, the fun police showed up, so we went back to where we were, and
that means we had a new recruit.
then it was so weird because like the thing about the rave was people we knew were just spawning in. At one point, we turned around. Tony number 4 was just like sitting in a chair.
Dude, you can say Tony number 4 in the most serious context. And then Tony number 4 pulled up to the Walmart to go buy some groceries.
Why was Roxanne Wolf grinding on her friend in front of you while Tony number 4 was on his phone?
Dude,
why was that happening in tandem,
dude,
dog?
You and Tony number 4 could have competed with Roxanne Wolf and her friend for the cutest couple in the rave.
Listen. Another funny thing was we were all dancing and laughing about something because I think they had just like played like a Black Eyed Peas remix, and we turned around, and all of a sudden, Red XN was just standing there.
Dude,
listen, Jesse, I was there. I don't believe you,
dude. No, okay.
I don't believe you.
I want to know.
You know what?
No.
I think that didn't happen. Actually,
you think that?
Tomorrow, you don't remember that? Are you like pulling my leg?
No, I remember that. It's just so fucking
wild.
It's so insane. And he kept making this joke. I don't even know where he got it from. He wasn't relevant to the context. I don't know if he could hear me. He kept going, "What do you expect? You play Green Yoshi." I don't know what he was making.
Dude, okay.
What was he talking about?
Hang on.
What's up?
Question about Red XN being there. Was he wearing the same fit that he always wears? Was he wearing red polo and khakis? Dude, okay. So we said last 4 episodes that we did that like, you know, that Smash Bryce just like has like 2 spawn points. I think that's so much more applicable to Red XN. I will give the first person that's listening to this right now $50 if they can show me a picture of Red XN in a different like uniform. Like that's just like they just like we as a society just haven't unlocked any alts for him yet.
I'm so
he definitely spawned in.
Jesse, can I explain to you the joke? Jesse, can I please explain the joke?
Yeah, what was the joke? Because he kept saying it, and I was like,
you're going to be very disappointed. So, like, I didn't get it the first 2 times he said it, but luckily for us, he said it 3 more times.
He really did.
So, like, while the song was playing, it was the I'm Blue song. And you played Green Yoshi, so they didn't really like excited because they like blue. Yeah.
And if I'm green, I would die, and I didn't die.
Wow, I'm really happy that you didn't die in the Kamicon rave.
Anyway, that was out of chronological order. It actually ended up. We saw Tony number 4 in a chair, laughed our asses off. Red XN spawned in like 10 minutes later. Then we find Jake. Then they break up the fun. The fun police come in. We go back to where we were, and all of a sudden, Kyle Sunday Domingo is standing right there because the first DJ was over, and he was like, guys, oh my fucking god, guys, hey, come over here to this side of the rave. There's a dance circle.
It wouldn't have been the same without him. I was gonna say that, but then I remember he introduced us to the dance circle, and it's so applicable. Like he really directed us to the fun.
No, so here's my take. The rave was an amazing experience for the first hour. The second half of it was genuinely the best time of my life.
It was like a little life changing. I'm not gonna
dude. So we go over to that. We go over. We didn't like actually walk that far. We just walked over from like the right side to the left side.
Yeah.
And they're changing DJs, and we're like, okay, like all right, whatever. Like I'm not thinking too much about it. Okay. Right. This guy, his name is his tag or his name or whatever is Teddy Lloyd. Go look him up because he is amazing. Yes. But he gets out there. He's like a Korean or a Japanese guy. I'm not sure. He'd be like, He walked in, he'd be like, "Hello, Alabama," and he like is like hyping everybody up. His set,
Yeah,
and like his stuff is so much more fire and like
yeah.
fun than the rest, and he's super into it.
Okay,
Great.
the first guy was like EDM, like not classic music, but like old school, like early
Yeah.
2000s
He
music, which
was
is
like remixing
cool, right?
stuff, and it was cool enough.
Yeah,
But like Teddy Lloyd was like hard EDM and stuff, and it was much more. It was like actual rave music. I feel like.
yeah. Like
But
he had done that shit before.
anyway,
He brought the house down.
my take for the second half of the rave from 12 to 1 is that Kyle Sunday Domingo and Teddy Lloyd are Asian Jesus. One's the Father and one's the
Together.
Son.
Yeah, we just need to find the Holy Spirit.
Dude, it was crazy because we were going like, yeah, like it did not matter if you were loud and happy or like quiet and reserved in a normal setting because like everyone was just going crazy. We were dancing,
Yeah.
we were in the circle.
Yeah.
Me and Shamar were in the middle for a second. We bumped into people, and then Sunday got in the middle for a second. And then this
my
one guy
God.
started break dancing, like he actually had it going.
Yes.
And then this guy and this girl, they started throwing ass like crazy. And
They threw like an impeccable amount of ass,
bro,
like it wasn't just like in a sexual way, but like I was just impressed by how they could
yes,
move their body.
it was moving. It was moving. Not like in the Roxanne Wolf way where I was like
Yeah.
lifting, but it was like the booty was just like, you know.
Yeah, and then Josh's brother started grinding on the ground and throwing his ass, and I at that point I think I was a little high or something because I didn't I didn't know what was going on. I was
Dude,
like,
the weirdest part of the rave. Now this part, like genuinely, I felt like weird. Like actually, I was uncomfortable. This
yeah,
girl beside us, beside
Yeah.
like Josh, me, and you.
uh huh,
Her and her friend, like her friend was one of the ones that was like twerking in the middle of the circle, but she
yeah,
like starts breakdancing and twerking and doing all this shit, and she does like this thing where it's like where you bend back in like an arch, right?
yeah.
Her shirt like came off, bro. She didn't have a bra on or anything. You could just see this girl's boobs.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, because you weren't looking, thank God. But me and Josh made eye contact, and I swear to
my
God, he gave me the most Uncle Ruckus stare in my life. He was upset.
That's so funny. That is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened. Sorry
But
to
yeah,
everyone involved.
it was upsetting. But yeah, we ended up finishing out the set Sunday, and everyone was awesome, and we all did a bunch of dance moves. And
Yeah, you forgot about one unlockable character. I fear.
who was
We
unlocked?
unlocked. We unlocked Zero.
Oh my God,
We
Zero
unlocked
was
Matthew
there.
and his friend. Do you know that guy's
Yeah,
name?
dude.
I talked to him like so
Zero-
many times.
Waddy is his
Wadi,
tag.
yeah.
What is cool? I like Waddy.
Yeah, they're cool. But they didn't dance for very long, or at least I didn't see them for. They just appeared. We're like, "Hey, what's up?" We gave them a firm handshake. They danced for like a few minutes, and they were back to their spawn point. But that was a
But yeah,
crazy.
we had an awesome time, and then at the end, I made this joke. I had everyone screaming "Freebird" at once because I always have to run a bit in my brain.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Yeah,
Of course.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
but at the end,
Free bird.
Teddy Lloyd genuinely had a "Sweet Home Alabama" mix ready.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
He played that,
Yep.
and
He
I
already
can't.
knew.
He's the best person on earth.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went crazy over Sweet Home Alabama, and then the night was over, and we go back to the lockers, and I see Roxanne again, and she's still with her friends, and I'm still nervous, and she's walking out, and I'm like, Shamar, hurry up, get your things from the locker, and we did, and thankfully she's out in the lobby, and I go, here it is. Here's my time to not actually shoot my shot, but kind of shoot my shot. As I'm walking towards the end,
unserious shot shooter.
yeah, I said, I got her attention. I was like, Roxanne, and she was like, yeah, and I was like, I love you, marry me, and she's like, oh, thank you.
She hit you with the thumbs up. Thanks, buddy.
No, bro, she was kind of flattered.
Yeah.
She was.
A little bit, yeah.
See, that's like,
yeah. She wants you, bro, for sure.
yeah, she did. I maintained my stance that she did. I
Blue
also
Jazz tell you different, quite frankly. You'll never know.
I had Shamar like almost on the ground laughing, bro. Because at one point we were all dancing and doing all this stuff, and this is like at the beginning of the con, and
Yeah.
everyone's having a good time. And I just turned to Shamar and screamed. I screamed. I said, "In 2018, I killed a man in
Oh
Prattville,
my
Alabama.
God.
His body's in the Alabama River." And
That
Shamar
was like before any of the beat drops, like the music is still at its peak. I can barely hear what the fuck this dude is saying, and he just looks at me and says, "I think he's about to say something of note."
I'd say
Just
that's
goes
pretty
on a
noteworthy,
rant.
honestly.
Yeah, I guess I should know that. Yeah, that
And
is
then when
worth
the beat
mentioning.
dropped again, I said something like, "I feel the need to." I think I said earlier. I think I said, "To clarify, the earlier statement was not in a minutes of guilt, just to clear anything."
Yeah, that was
It was so funny, bro. I don't know where that came from, but I love running that bit.
That's a good one. That's a good bit to run.
Yeah, that was great. What
Did
we
anything notable happen on Sunday?
yeah, I was gonna say, what are the Sundays? How did you feel about that? How'd you feel about that street fashion panel? That was the first panel we went
Oh
to.
my
We went to
God.
Subway. We got a
Mhm.
little cookie and snacks. One of my friends from college stopped by and like invited themselves to our table, and I was like, okay, it's a little awkward, but all right. And then
They did
uh
the Cody Ward strat.
yeah, then we finished our Subway. We went to this street fashion panel, and it was something.
Oh God, excuse me.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah. What do you say, Jesse?
I just said excuse me because I sneezed.
Oh, okay. What did you think of the panel?
It was really lame because the lady was like, she only was talking about women's clothing at first because me and Shamar were like, oh my God, like Japanese street clothing, it's just gonna be girls and dudes on the street with like fire fits for like an
Yeah,
hour.
just
It
fit
was not
pigs.
that. She was like explaining the like stylistic history of like Lolita and like all those Japanese things. And like that's kind of cool, but like I'm not in this panel room to just watch your PowerPoint of like 3 essays at
Yeah,
once.
she's like giving a straight D plus C minus S PowerPoint presentation, like going word for word, everything on the slide, and like giving nothing, like no energy, nothing added to it. She could barely she could barely like get her words out. I mean, I know it's hard public speaking, but like she had said she had done this like a lot of times before, so I don't know.
Yeah, that was one thing. Like that fan panel was like we were so bored. We walked out and walked to the other room that was just invited, that was doing a K-pop fan panel called "Why You
Yeah,
Should Stand," and I'm not
yeah.
kidding. I had more fun in the K-pop.
Yeah,
Like,
they kinda ate, yeah. They
they
just
were
showed
eating.
random groups, and, I mean, that was their first panel, they were saying, and so they were like, "Be
Oh, but
patient with
it was
us."
like that's the thing. Like the energy just was better because they were just
Yeah,
casual about it. It's
they
not
were
like
just talking, they weren't trying to,
yeah.
like, pass a class.
No, dude, I forgot to tell the very first bit of lore
Oh,
from
yeah?
my experience.
Okay.
So I got to Kamicon like 10:05, like right when it started,
Yeah.
because I wanted to go to the Chainsaw Man fan
Oh,
panel.
what day is
Right,
this? I forget.
Saturday morning, 10 a.m.
Yeah.
I have not seen a single person I know. Actually, that's not true. I saw Fusion as I was registering. Anyway, I go to the Chainsaw Man fan panel. I walk in. It started already, but I'm like, okay, like this is cool. Like people are in cosplay. That's normal, and it's like all Chainsaw Man. And I'm like, okay, awesome. But the thing is, I was listening for a little bit, and I was like, so, like, what are we talking about? And I realized that they weren't really. There wasn't any actual like structure to what was happening other than it was a role play of them acting like they were actually devil hunters and like a devil hunter meeting. When I tell you that my face dropped and I like I literally like I in my brain I said be so fucking serious right now, and I
You know
walked out.
y'all know y'all know how like Gus Fring will be doing like his chicken
Yes,
business face, and then
it
he
was
looks
so
and
like
he turns
that.
into the drug dealer. That was Jesse face. I
I
am.
was walking back through the hallway, and the clip of Filthy Frank and the Weeaboo video being like, "What the fuck was that?" It was like in my brain. I was so mad, bro. I was like, I'm never coming back to a con again. First 10 minutes, everything's ruined already. I was so mad. Like, it was like so awkward and just like, could you guys not just have a normal, like, okay, let's just talk about Chainsaw Man or whatever, right? This is so strange.
Yeah,
You know,
I
also, like, people being, I understand that, like, actually, I don't understand. I don't understand why being an anime fan is like, side by side, like it's like, oh, you're an anime fan, you must be like awkward and weird. Like, why can't you guys
it's
just be
not
normal? If I was
it's
sitting up
not
on a
awkward
fan
and weird
panel,
for them. It's just a fun activity, but like
exactly,
for
but like,
us, it's just not the vibe.
well, no, that's not what I'm saying. You know how the girl in the street clothes thing was like nervous as shit and like could hardly talk.
Yeah,
I get that it's hard,
yeah.
but it's like if you're in a Chainsaw Man fan panel, why are the people on the fan panel like stumbling over themselves? Can't you just talk about Chainsaw Man? Like it shouldn't. It's not like you're interviewing for a job, or
No,
were
but we're
you
not talking
yourself
about.
like? Did they all internally know that this was really fucking cringe and it smelled a little weird in there?
I think you're just being a hater.
No, bro, because I'm mad because I got up at 8 a.m. after getting home at like 1:30 from Tub because I wanted to go to the Chainsaw Man panel. And
I was
guess
gonna get
what?
up for that too, dog.
And guess what? They were just the guy, like the one that sent me over the top was a guy looked around, like this was the one where I realized
Oh
like they're,
yeah.
oh my god, they're role playing. He was like, so what type of devils have you guys encountered out in the fields? And I was like, oh my god,
That
oh my
that
god,
sounds
he's
like
so
something
fucking
I would
real.
definitely fucking do when I was 14, dog. I don't know.
Duh, and it was sad because this man was 30 at least. This was like
Alright,
Red
so
XN
that's
dingy version.
fine. You have different interests. That's
So
you know.
yeah, that was that. The only cool the we I only went to two cool panels the entire time, and Shamar was there for both of them. The first one was just like a normal anime trivia show that was themed on of the. It was themed around the actual show. Actually,
Yeah,
but I've never actually seen that one,
yeah,
but it
me
was
neither.
cool.
Yeah, that was
And
pretty.
then the other one was the Eric Vale panel, and I didn't know
Oh
who
yeah,
Eric Vale was, but he's like the Trunks voice actor and a few
yeah.
other things.
Trunks, Shigaraki from My Hero, Phoenix Wright and the Ace Attorney anime, and like Arthur from Fire Force. A lot of other shit. But yeah,
Yeah, he was a cool
very
guy.
yeah. He was a cool guy. He was funny. He has like a comedy show that he's does with his friends. So he was like just kind of he didn't have like pre-written jokes, but like when shit would come up that he could like make a joke out of, he was like quick witted.
Yeah, he
And
he wa- he was definitely shooting the shit more than
yeah,
just yeah.
he
It
was
was fun though.
he had a good energy and everything. Yeah. So that was definitely fun. People asked some stupid ass questions, bro. He was like,
No, yeah,
so when is the next Dragon Ball Super coming out?" I was like, "Bro, I just talk. Like I just do the voices. I don't make it."
yeah,
But
bro.
he
Like
answered those dumbass questions like
he really
really well.
did, dude.
Yeah.
No, dude. If I was him, I'd be so upset. Well, not upset, but I would definitely like not hold back on some people because I'd be like,
Yeah.
when's the next Super coming out? Oh yeah, hold on, I'll call Toriyama right now. Hey,
Right.
this kid in Alabama wants to know when Goku's getting down again. Yo, what? You want to be on speaker?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can definitely tell he's very used to it. So he probably started out doing shit like that, but now he's just like, "Look, bro, like I don't do. I'm a voice actor. I talk on the microphone. I don't do that." But yeah, he was good. He told. Do you want to talk about the story he told us? Like
Oh, dude, yeah.
at the
So
end, he was telling us.
Someone actually came up
Mhm.
with like a brilliant question of
Yeah, yeah,
what's like your weirdest or most awkward, like kind of just like what's the worst experience you've had at a con?
yeah.
And he was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my
Yeah.
god, that's not just one thing. I have so many stories." I think he actually started with, "I could write a book."
Yeah, and he said, "I am not joking." And at the end, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna write the book," and
Yeah,
everyone cheered.
the weirdest one to me. There was some
Uh,
really funny ones, but the weirdest one to me,
mhm.
actually, the funniest one was the story about just this really big poop on a plane.
Oh yeah, that
But
one's
the
pretty.
weirdest one, the actual weirdest one is, like at cons, people can go and like get signatures and autograph pictures with these people, and he had like a booth or whatever, a table, and this girl comes up and like gets an autograph or something. I don't know, but
Uh,
she had like a letter, and she's like,
yeah,
"Please read this letter." She's crying, and he's like, "That's okay. Like sometimes people cry because they're nervous or whatever."
mhm.
And after like all that, like he goes back. He doesn't read it right there. He goes back to the hotel room with his wife, and he reads the letter. I don't know if this is exaggerated or not. So I'm sure some of it
Yeah,
could have been, but some of it wasn't for sure. But he said in this letter, it was like, "Oh my god, like I love you, Trunks. Like
yeah.
me and my boyfriend and my
Oh,
mom didn't want me to come down
my
here."
husband, she was
Yeah. Oh yeah.
married.
She was married
19 years old, married. She left her husband and her family against well, like her husband and
against
family
their
told him
will.
not to like, yeah, go on the trip. Yeah, he said, I they told me not to they told me to stop taking or they told me not to stop taking my meds and I didn't listen to them and I got on this trip and I came here to meet you, Trunks.
Yeah, and she's like talking to him like that, and it's like really obviously weird. And I'm
Yeah.
sure some of that is probably sold a little bit, but I'm
Uh,
sure it's I can almost kind of envision the
you
type
can
of
see
person
it.
he's talking
If
about.
it's
Yeah,
an exaggeration, it's not an extreme one, like, it's
yeah.
very, like,
And,
within reason.
and to be honest, like to be completely honest, like I kind of feel for the guy because that has to
Yeah.
like you have to be like overly mature in that situation because it's
Yeah.
like genuinely like because the way he talked about it he was just telling the story honestly. He wasn't like ripping on her because you could kind of just tell he
Yeah.
felt like
Yeah, he
bad.
felt bad for her. He talks about how, like, she comes back later, gives another letter, and, it
Yeah,
goes,
like the second day or whatever.
yeah, yeah, she comes back. I don't think she ever asked for an autograph or anything. She just gave the letter, and then she, like, comes in contact, with him, or, like, she's talking to him this time, and she's like, "Who's that over there?" And it's his actual, like, wife, and, she's talking to security, and then she runs after his wife, chases her, and security, like, tackles her, and when he's talking about this part, he's like, yeah, they go over there and they tackle the poor girl, and I'm like, that's giving her a lot of credit. You must really feel bad for her, but,
Well, yeah, because at first I thought this girl was actually going for her and it was gonna be a real like weird situation, like bad
yeah,
situation, right? But he
right,
was like, no, they literally had her like on the ground, the poor thing,
yeah.
and then she's just like, I just want to talk to Trunks' wife. I just want to talk to Trunks' wife.
And
And
chasing her down and
the
saying, "I
wife
just
was
want to
really
talk," is
like
insane.
the the wife is like mature about it too, which is the
Yeah,
crazy thing. She's
yeah.
like, listen, like they talk, and she's like, listen, sweetie, I'm not married to Trunks. I'm married to like I'm
Eric
married to
Bell.
Eric.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like because she's asking all these questions, like, oh yeah, like, would you?
What's it like to be married to
What's it like
Trump?
being? Wouldn't you get him presents every day, right, or something? And she's like, no, I don't. And so he said Eric said him and his wife have had this joke for like 18 years now of
Yeah,
so
like,
where's my present for the
yeah.
day?
Am I getting a new president today? I can't imagine
So
having
yeah,
that streak going for 18 years though, dog.
that
That shit
that
gotta
I mean, bro, that has to be like, I mean, that's such a crazy experience that like even though like I'm sure he's had some pretty silly awkward con experiences,
yeah,
that That had to be the craziest thing that happened to him.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, has to.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
that was a really
the
good
con
time.
was sick.
That's good. I'm glad you had a good
Con
time.
was really awesome.
We didn't do much else on Sunday, honestly.
Yeah, we kind of just messed around. Shamara got his butt beat in Guilty Gear.
Hey man, I took a round. So there's this like beat that guy gaming. Honestly, when I hear that name, I don't expect them to be good. I see there's this guy who's like on that team that I see at work all the time, and I kind of see them as like the casual like this is what casuals think is the good Street Fighter players or the good FGC. But
Yeah.
like I went up on stage. I saw my friend Marcus from college, who goes by Arcana. He was like playing Milia against this guy in Guilty Gear, and he was getting some knockdowns, but he kept the boss guy kept blocking everything. So I was like, hmm. So I think if I was there, I would simply get the hit. So so let me try and see if they have any more challengers opening.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Look,
Shamar got his ass blocked.
I got
lot.
spanked a little bit.
And on the setup.
Yeah, dude, I let them pencil me in for like another like spot that they weren't even supposed to allow because I was like, there's no way this guy is beating everyone. You all must just suck. So I pull up. I'm like waiting next to the host guy, like waiting for him to finish his sentence, like standing next to him on stage basically, and like I talk to the other people backstage. I'm like, can I go next? And then he looks at me. He's like, oh fuck it, let's let's put him up there. One more. And I'm like ready. I put my controls in. I'm ready to.
I was being obnoxious, by the way. You know how I am.
Yeah, I know Jesse.
Yeah.
My
Jesse-
voice was gone. I was still doing that, and honestly, half of
Yeah.
it was because there was a really bad stalking cosplayer that I just wanted her attention.
Panty and stockings. Yeah, the stocking one. The stocking one is hotter, by the way. Like in the
She
show.
was that cosplayer just in general was gorgeous. Anyway, continue.
I think she was with her boyfriend, but who can say?
I don't care.
All right, man. But
He's
yeah, like Jesse, as soon as I look down, is in the front row clapping and cheering extremely loud.
Yeah, game hasn't even started. He's yelling, "Put Shamar
like,
on."
We're we're waiting for the intro to play, and he's like,
Bro was putting his controls in.
Yeah.
And my voice sounded like this, by the way. It was gone still.
Yeah.
Like my voice has been gone since the rave.
I would imagine so.
And I put my controls in. We wait for the intro. We're talking, and he's like, "Oh, so you know what you're doing if you're putting your controls in?" And I was like, "Yeah, I didn't enter the tournament,
Oh,
but
he hit you with
I'm
that?
gonna try." I don't know.
It's so funny.
He disrespected the fuck out of me, dog.
Yeah,
but
so
like,
Shamar. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
oh no, I was just gonna say, like, we at first it was like, okay, he got me there, and like, okay, I wasn't ready for that. But as the set went on, I was like, I am not winning, huh? He's really hitting me with this shit. I don't know which way to block. He's faster than me. Like, I don't have the reactions for this right now, dog. I'm just going to lose gracefully. I took a round in the third game. It was a best of 3 or best of 5, first of 3. I took a round in the third game, and I felt bad when the crowd started cheering. It's like this is impressive. this is something you think is like.
Wait, no, there was a crowd.
You might have been one. You could have been one of the only people that took a round. Well, honestly, bro, I don't know.
I might have been.
I actually wasn't paying attention to the crowd around me. All I know is I went crazy because you had him on the ground, and I was just screaming, "Fuck him up, Shamar!"
Jesse, Jesse was just screaming so loud that it sounded like multiple people.
No, I think everyone was into it.
Okay, that's cool. That's hype. I like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like everyone. Because I'm the underdog, right? Everyone wanted me to see get the upset and like beat them. So yeah, I mean, I had the crowd behind me, and I was happy to take it around. But there was they didn't know I already used my burst, and I pretty much had no hope in the second round. So I felt like this is about to go badly. But did he perfect me in the end? I feel like he did.
Yeah, he did. That was
He
embarrassing.
perfect me. The host
Oh,
was like
The
host was like,
commentator guy, the host
yeah.
was like, "Oh, he mad now. Oh, he mad." And I was like, "Oh, Shamar, please,
You
please
should have
don't let
done that. Yeah.
Shamar, please don't validate what he's saying right now."
oh,
But then you did.
Yeah,
th-
he got my ass. I think it was a good narrative. I played to the
I
he was
thought
that
you
guy.
were, I thought you
He
were the
was that guy.
Shamar. I
What's
thought
up?
you were the Guilty Gear guy.
I know where you live. you know,
Dude,
you're not supposed to say that.
I
That's
got
the one
Drop the
thing.
address.
the address.
Yeah, drop the
Yeah.
address.
Put it on
It's
screen.
yeah,
Put
it's
it on.
1 Harrison Plaza, Florence, Alabama,
Wait,
three
wait,
five
wait,
six
wait,
three
wait, wait,
zero.
Oh, dude, have we been here for an hour, bro?
It's a 4-year university. It's right there. You can find it on Google.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
Real.
don't go there. It sucks. We have been here for an hour. This is
An hour, a little bit.
yeah. This so far so good.
That was definitely. This has definitely been the Cammy podcast. Anyway, I just want to if Roxanne, if you ever hear this, like, babe, I mean it, babe. I want you.
What if there's one thing you can tell Roxanne other than what you just said? Something.
I hope she had,
something.
like, genuinely hope she
Yeah.
had, and that I hope I wasn't like weird. I don't think I was though. I'm definitely like half joking when I said
Yeah.
I marry me. I feel like that was
Yeah.
enough. It was enough, pretty obvious. I was half joking, but at the same time, kind of like, hey, you're gorgeous, by the way. You know what I mean?
I got you. I also think it was funny how I don't think she ever heard you before you said anything.
No,
I
she
think the people around you heard and the word started to spread a little bit. I don't know if it got around to her, but I mean it wouldn't be a big deal if it didn't. I think it was just really funny that the people behind you even knew that you were down bad for Roxanne Wolf.
bro, because I couldn't. Well, the thing is you guys, like, for whatever reason, I was the one that was closest to her.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
I don't know how that worked out like that. Thank God it did, though.
So it was just the Lusa Bruise night all over again.
That's true. That's what
Not
Jake said.
really, because Lucia Bruise was just like, there was some music, but then that girl was just sitting with her friends. This girl was like grinding and like they were doing the worm on each other, bro.
The worm.
They were.
Nah, that tournament was sick. Me and Shamar sung Roxanne.
We
all on Sunday just to see if a girl would perk her head up and be like, Roxanne from last night. You're that guy.
Yeah. I gaslit myself into thinking 3 different people was Roxanne.
I
was like,
too.
wait, she just turned around. Maybe she's
every time we saw like a taller, attractive woman, we'd be like, "Is that Roxanne?" It was not her. She was not there today. I don't believe.
No, probably not actually. But yeah, it's an ongoing story. We'll finish the plot at the next Kamicon, season 15. This is what it's all about. This is the main everything else is just filler. This is the main.
If she's there at Kamicon 15, I'm going to ask every woman I see, "Hey, were you at the rave last year?" Like, Roxanne.
Yeah, were you doing the worm on your friends?
And was that slash J or slash serious?
Yeah, and what's your slash sexuality?
Real.
Anyway, let's end this. I'm so tired.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair.
I've
been up since last night, pretty much. So, close it up, man. Close it up.
This has been the we have been talking crap here on the Crap Talk podcast. I've been Shamar. This has been Jesse and my other good friend Cody McDonald. And here's his address on screen.
It is once again. That is 1 Harrison Plaza, Florence, Alabama 35630.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for listening.
See you guys.
Thank you guys. Bye.